Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, the rules about college sports have completely changed here in the last year or so. We're going to be talking about gamified giving next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, on this network, we host the Dale Hansen Show, and I just had a conversation with him a couple of days ago about the death penalty, SMU paying players. And if you think about what happened some 30 years ago at SMU, the rules all changed. We're going to be talking about gamified giving today with 2 experts, Chaitan Fahnestock and Matt Rosen from Allata. Thanks, guys, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
All right, give us a history lesson because, we all remember the SMU player scandal. What happened in the last year, Chaitan?
So really over the last couple of years, the landscape has changed dramatically where college athletes can be paid, very different from the late 80s and the SMU situation that you referenced. So it was a case that came about. It was the House versus the NCAA, and they wrestled with that case over the last couple of years. And just in June 6th, in fact, the ruling became final. And what that meant for the NCAA and universities was that players that had played previously would be paid a sum of money totaling multiple $1 billion. And on a prospective basis, now schools are now allowed to pay players directly, and they are subject to a cap of $20.5 million per year for football, basketball, women's basketball, all the sports combined.
And you created a really game-changing company. Tell us about Sportsmo.
Thank you. Sportsmo is a novel new app that enables everyday fans to give money to their favorite athletic programs to kind of cover some of that new need for cash. $20.5 million is a lot of money for most schools. Maybe it's not a lot of money for University of Texas or Ohio State, but for most schools, $20.5 million is a lot. And this app enables everyday fans to do their part, contribute $1 for a touchdown, $6 for a touchdown, and enjoy that, giving money back to their school in collaboration with friends that they'll associate within the app.
Yes. And Matt, you and I have known each other for several years now. Allata is a game-changing company as well. How did you get involved? What's your level of support for Sportsmo?
Yeah, well, Chaitan's a good friend. We've known each other through a number of years in YPO together. And he first brought the idea to me, I guess, a couple of years ago, and we talked about it a few times. And I said, this is a really interesting adventure. We probably need to see where the laws end up before you get started on it. But, we had the opportunity to partner with him to really allow his vision to come to life. So we were the development firm that took the idea, really Chaitan's vision, and turn it into a reality, building a mobile application for Sportsmo that's available both on the Apple and Google store for downloads so that fans can log in every Saturday and really engage and donate to their favorite alma mater.
Okay, we're going to pull up the website, and as we scroll down the website, let's talk about how this works. It's not like I can watch Arch Manning play and give him money, but I could give the university money.
Exactly. In fact, it's prohibited by the NCAA to give money to the players for on-field performance. But what you can do is give money to your school for the activities that happen on the field. And I think that, there are a lot of other ways that other companies have decided to engage with this new NIL landscape. And many of those ideas are, helping athletes create T-shirts or jerseys with their name on it, and they get a piece of the action, and businesses like that, but not many that I believe are as scalable and as novel as Sportsmo.
Yeah. And Matt, you're an AI genius. I don't mind saying that because you are. Tell us how your company played a role in the success of this app.
Well, I've got some AI geniuses that work for me. I'm lucky to employ a lot of really smart people. But when Chaitan came to us with the idea, he was an entrepreneur trying to build this on his own budget and didn't bring any outside capital, and so we knew that we had to be really efficient in leveraging what he had available to build the application. We also wanted to leverage a lower cost team. We have offices U.S., Argentina, and India, and we ended up building quite a bit of this in India. And many brilliant Indians that know AI, and not that many of them were college football fans, and so we really leveraged AI to help us really educate our offshore team, making it very easy for them to access information about college football, making it easy for them to access information from the discussions with Chaitan, as well as we call a live sports site to make the in-game action really happen. And so they were able to leverage those assets with AI to really help them figure out what code they needed to write. And then we also used some of the tools out there within Visual Studio to actually help write some of the code for us. And so ultimately what all that means is we were able to deliver a platform for Chaitan at about half the cost it would have taken normally, and probably gave him double what he would have gotten. So we're really enthused by how quick the team was able to come online, come up to speed on college sports. They're all huge college football fans now over there. They've got all their favorite banners hanging on the wall in our Indy offices. But we were able to deliver a really high quality product we were really proud of, at an affordable price with great functionality. So I encourage you all to get out there and download Sportsmo.
Okay, we're going to pull up a video that you created for Sportsmo. Chaitan, how does it change the experience of watching football? It seems very interactive now.
It is different in that way. And I grew up really from the early 90s playing fantasy football. And so there are some elements of fantasy football, that are inherent in this, although you're not really, competing with your friends. You're collaborating with your friends and trying to raise money together.
Yes.
And I think the competition will exist between teams, whether it's, Oklahoma State and A&M playing one another in a bowl game or otherwise. I think that you will create that kind of competition within the app as well.
Yes. Does it help the smaller schools? I mean, you mentioned like A&M, Texas. They don't need this money, but like lesser known schools do.
You bet. I think there are very few true haves in college football. Texas, Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame. Those are a few of the haves, and I think they'll be able to come up with $20.5 million each year in and year out. I think there are many other schools, right behind them, and then on down the line. There's 136 FBS schools, and among those 136, nearly all of them will benefit greatly from this app.
Sure. And you kind of level the playing field in a way, don't you? With every fan gets a vote.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It democratizes giving.
That's amazing. Matt, going back to you, where do you see this app going? I mean, does this become a verb at some point?
I'd love for Sportsmo to become a verb, just for the entire athletic space and for Chaitan, who invested in this vision he had. I do think there's other opportunities to have basketball, baseball, softball, all the different sports out there on the app, so that fans are able to get out there, no matter what the sport, and donate, on behalf of their favorite players that are involved. So I see a lot of different opportunities across a lot of different sports for this to expand into, based on the platform that we were able to partner with Chaitan to build.
Okay, Chaitan, we're almost out of time, so I'm going to give you the final word. People can just download this for free and start to use it.
You bet. Yeah, my call to action for the audience, your audience, is to download the app, make some pledges toward your favorite school, create a group or two of fans that cheer for the same team, and then on Saturday, whether it's this Saturday or the following Saturday, when your team plays, enjoy it and let me know how it goes. I'm excited to see all the fans engage with this app and have fun.
Wow. And one day when Mark Cuban buys his company, don't forget me. Don't forget the little guys. Okay, so we're going to end with his website, which is sportsmo.org. Chaitan and Matt, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Yep. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.